Our today's topic is vapor pressure of pure liquid and solution. So in this topic we are going to talk about the vapor pressure of two types of solution, in which a liquid is dissolved in a liquid and a solid is dissolved in a liquid. So let's see what do we mean by vapor pressure first of all. When a liquid is taken in a closed container, a part of liquid evaporates and its vapors occupy the available empty space. These vapors cannot escape as the vessel is closed. They would rather have a tendency to condensate into liquid form. An equilibrium is established between the vapor phase and the liquid phase, and the pressure that the vapor exerts is termed as vapor pressure. Thus, vapor pressure of a liquid may be defined as the pressure exerted by the vapors above the liquid surface in equilibrium with the liquid phase at a given temperature. So this is the definition of vapor pressure. That vapor pressure of a liquid may be defined as the pressure exerted by the vapors above the liquid surface in equilibrium with the liquid phase in the given temperature. So how do we explain it? First of all, we have to take a closed container, and in this closed container we have poured some amount of liquid has been poured. Right now we are talking about vapor pressure of a liquid. Now at the room temperature, as you know, evaporation is a it's a feasible process, it's a spontaneous process. So the particles from the surface of the liquid will start evaporating and will come in this place. As the container is closed, these vapor particle cannot escape from the container. So as the number of vapors will increase here, they will start colliding with each other and they will condense back in the form of liquid. So initially what is happening? Initially the particles are evaporating. As the number of vapors are increasing, they are colliding and again condensating. So there is an equilibrium achieved between the evaporation and condensation. When the rate of evaporation becomes equal to rate of condensation, at that stage whatever the pressure is exerted by the vapors on the walls of the container, मीन्स यहाँ पे जो भी प्रेशर वो एक्सर्ट करेंगे, या ऑन द सर्फेस ऑफ द लिक्विड जो प्रेशर एक्सर्ट करेंगे, इज कॉल्ड वेपर प्रेशर ऑफ द लिक्विड. अब बच्चों, वेपर प्रेशर डिपेंड्स ऑन व्हाट फैक्टर्स? What are the factors on which the vapor pressure of a liquid depends? The first point is, it depends on dependence. देख रहे हैं अब हम. The first thing, it depends on the nature of liquid. How does it depends on the nature of liquid? It depends on basically the intermolecular forces present between the liquid molecules. As you know, if the forces will be stronger, it will take larger energy to escape out. If the forces are weak, they can evaporate easily. So intermolecular forces is inversely proportional to evaporation. Stronger are forces, lesser is the evaporation. The weaker are the forces, faster is the evaporation. Second point is, it also depends on temperature. And you know, temperature is directly proportional to the evaporation of a liquid, because temperature is directly proportional to the kinetic energy of particles or molecules, and जितना स्पीड होगा मॉलिक्यूल्स का, एस्केपिंग टेंडेंसी इन द फॉर्म ऑफ वेपर्स ज़्यादा होगी, escaping tendency is greater. If escaping tendency is greater, evaporation is faster. Okay, so I hope ये दोनों डिपेंडेंस पॉइंट आपको समझ में आ गए हैं. वेपर प्रेशर क्या है, दिस ऑल्सो यू हैव गॉट very easy topic, and we have done it in class 11th also, so this is not at all a new topic which you will be not aware of. So now we'll see the two types of vapor pressure conditions which we are going to discuss. Is the first is vapor pressure of liquid solution. Vapor pressure of liquid solution. देखो, actually this was given by Raoult's law. यहाँ से एक law introduce होता है, this is called Raoult's law. Raoult's law says, Raoult's law is basically for two conditions or two subdivisions are there. The first one is Raoult's law for volatile liquids. ठीक है, volatile liquid मतलब volatile means anything which can evaporate. So now we are talking about, there are two liquid solution, means alcohol mixed in water. So both are evaporating, both are volatile in nature. So in that condition, what happens with the vapor pressure? Let us study that under the Raoult's law for volatile liquids. First of all, see the statement. It states that for a solution of volatile liquids, the partial pressure of pure components is directly proportional to its mole fraction. Means it depends on the amount of the volatile substance present in the solution. Like in a given solution of alcohol and water, if more amount of alcohol is present, then it will be creating more pressure in the solution. If less amount of alcohol is present, then it is contributing less in the total pressure. Try to understand, it is actually the application of Dalton's law of partial pressure. There is a container, and in this container you have kept a mixture of alcohol plus water, right? So when evaporation will take place, there will be certain particles of alcohol and there will be number of particles of water, right? तो यहाँ पे जो टोटल प्रेशर हमारा बनेगा, द टोटल प्रेशर विच इज़ जनरेटेड अंडर दिस कंडीशन विल बी इक्वल टू द प्रेशर ऑफ alcohol प्लस प्रेशर ऑफ वाटर, इन दोनों का कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन होगा। डाल्टन लॉ ये कहते हैं ना, P total इज इक्वल टू द पार्शियल प्रेशर ऑफ कंपोनेंट A प्लस B प्लस C प्लस D। तो वॉट एवर द कंपोनेंट्स वी आर हैविंग, दे ऑल विल जनरेट देयर इंडिविजुअल प्रेशर. So whatever the pressure we will get in the container will be the sum of the pressures of the components present in the liquid, and these components must be volatile in nature. So as we know that the partial pressure को बच्चों small p से indicate करते हैं. Partial pressure of component A, where PA is partial pressure. Why we are saying it partial pressure? क्योंकि यहाँ पर जो total pressure आ रहा है, see the total pressure that you are getting here is a combination of this and this. So they are actually a part of a total pressure. They are the part of a total pressure, not the complete pressure, right? They are not only the one who is contributing in the pressure, they are putting a part of it. तो जब कोई हिस्सा अपना देता है तो हम उसको partial कहते हैं, means a part. There is a part of it, not the complete one. So that is why they are called partial pressure. Small p से indicate करेंगे. Small p is directly proportional to chi A for component A. Similarly, for partial pressure of B, it is directly proportional to chi B. ऐसा हमने इस लॉ में पढ़ा है that the partial pressure of the component is directly proportional to their mole fractions. जितना ज़्यादा मोल फ्रैक्शन होगा उनका पार्शियल प्रेशर उतना ज़्यादा होगा. मतलब अगर अल्कोहल को हम यहाँ ज़्यादा डालेंगे, विल सी मोर रेड डॉट्स, एंड इफ़ विल ऐड लेस अमाउंट ऑफ अल्कोहल विल सी लेस डॉट्स. तो वहाँ पे उतना कंट्रीब्यूशन अल्कोहल का कम हो जाएगा, डिपेंडिंग कि हम कितना अल्कोहल ऐड कर रहे हैं. नाउ रिमूविंग द प्रोपोर्शनैलिटी साइन विल गेट अ कांस्टेंट PA chi A PB chi B, where PA and PB, now I am taking capital P's, are the pure pressures, or you can say pressures of pure component. Sorry, P not A लगाएंगे हम. प्रेशर्स ऑफ प्योर कंपोनेंट, मतलब प्योर कंपोनेंट्स, मतलब लाइक इफ़ यू आर टेकिंग ओनली अल्कोहल, यहाँ जैसे यू हैव टेकन अल्कोहल एंड वाटर, सो हेयर द कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन इज पार्शियल, बट इफ द सॉल्यूशन इज ओनली प्योर अल्कोहल, सो वॉट एवर विल बी द प्रेशर विल बी बिकॉज ऑफ अल्कोहल. सो दैट कंडीशन विल बी कॉल्ड प्योर प्रेशर ऑफ अल्कोहल. Pure pressure of alcohol. Similarly here, if we take only water, then whatever the vapor pressure will be generated, that will be only by water. So that condition will be called the vapor pressure of pure water. So that will be denoted by P naught, capital P naught. ठीक है. Now as the law suggests that P total is equal to partial pressure of component A plus partial pressure of component B. Now putting these values, mark this as equation number 1, mark this as equation number 2. Now put the values of partial pressure of component A and partial pressure of component B from equation 1. So we'll get P total is equal to P naught AXA plus P naught B, sorry X नहीं chi B. अब you know, we know that X A is equal to 1 minus XB, or chi A is equal to 1 minus chi B. So P total is equal to P naught A 1 minus chi B plus P naught B chi B. So we can write it as P naught A plus P naught B minus P naught A chi B. ठीक है. So this will be your equation for P total. That is the Raoult's law equation for volatile liquids. So this is for liquid. If you have to write the same equation for the vapor phase composition, this is for the liquid phase composition, तो हम इसको लिखेंगे the composition in vapor phase in equilibrium, मीन्स अगर आपका इक्वेशन गैशियस है तो देन काई ए काई बी की जगह पे हम इंडिकेट करेंगे वाई ए एंड वाई बी. दिस इज इन प्लेस ऑफ, और you can say these are the mole fractions of components A and B. तो हमारा जो P नॉट ए बने, या सॉरी पी ए, पार्शियल प्रेशर ऑफ कंपोनेंट ए विल बी काई ए P total P total. So like this we can have it for the vapor phase also. Y, you can take it as Y, YA and YB multiplied by the total pressure.